Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Have a Go. My name is Jordan. Thank you for joining me. A bit of a shorter episode this time, looking at the ancient art of origami, which to my surprise was quite easy to mess up, so evidently there's a lot for me to learn. So let's have a go at origami. This video is a little introduction, trying a few small projects, and as a result it's given me a few points to learn from and investigate further. To make a start, I went with the crane, which is a well-known origami make. And there's quite a few tutorials available, especially on YouTube. But this video is not another tutorial, so I've put the links to the video in the description for you to have a look at yourselves. The main thing I learnt from this first attempt is that I need to get some square paper. Folding A4 to create a square is great, but I know that I'm going to get better results if I'm starting from a good base. And also there's no unnecessary folds to get in the way. I used scissors to cut the paper also to shape it as a square, which is nice and straightforward, but I did find that if the paper is folded, sometimes cutting along that line can go a bit skew with, and I didn't feel that the paper was entirely square as a result. I didn't use any tools to flatten the folds, which it worked okay. And that's the thing with origami, you can really start with just a sheet of paper, which is quite a nice aspect. Something I will investigate is mountain and valley folds. I've watched a few videos about origami, and these terms, they seem to pop up quite a bit. Now, understanding what they are and how they work, that seems to be quite important to creating your own projects, and that's my aim with origami. I want to create my own projects. Overall, I would say the crane is a good starting point. It has some easy and some slightly more challenging folds. You do need to concentrate while doing it, because if, like me, you make a mistake, there is a point where you can't go forward. So with the crane under my belt, I thought I would try another bird pattern, and I found a parrot, which is a bit different, so a good comparison. Link to the tutorial in the description as well. I would say that this one was actually more straightforward than the crane. The crane had some folds that went back in on themselves, but the parrot was more straightforward in the folds that it used. Again, I would recommend this one for a beginner. I tried a few different things with this pattern. Firstly, I used a simple bone folder, which isn't actually made out of bone, but hey ho. So these are cheap tools, and I've put a link to the description to some variations. The folds are definitely more clearly defined when you use a bone folder, but I did find that if you start to fold incorrectly, then it's hard to correct. In addition to that, I used a knife and ruler to cut the excess to make the paper square, and this again, it was a bit more fiddly, and I think I sliced it incorrectly. I got a bit more of an additional sliver, and I don't know if it was completely square as a result. All things considered, I still want to get hold of some square sheets of paper. The two origami pieces, I think they're overall good, but I have a lot I can improve on. But making the first step, that's going to help me to progress. I definitely have a plan on what I want to improve on. Why not try each of these patterns out and let me know in the comments below how you got on. We'll be revisiting origami in a not too distant future, and they will work as smaller episodes for us to revisit and follow progress of amongst our bigger projects. As always, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will catch you on the next episode of Let's Have a Go.